Jesus. Hold on. Let's do it. Come on. Come on. Buckle down. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Just go with it. Just go with it. Welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
I'm Ryan Dying.
Plague Monkey over here is gestating some awesomeness, but that's okay because we're here and we're going to talk about some comic books anyway, right?
The exact opposite of last week where we were like real negative. This week, really
pumped up.
Good.
Why? Because Marvel has done like a super massive drop off of books for this week.
Just ridiculous.
Really close to being an all Marvel week, like almost too close.
Yeah, and there's stuff for everybody on the Marvel side. I mean, there's definitely all the tights and capes stuff with the standoff tie-ins, but then you got stuff like Vision, which is
we will talk about.
We will talk about.
Matter of fact, okay, let's just jump into it because we've got so much to talk about. Which one do you want to start off with? We've got Infinity Entity, we've got the Vision. We both did, and we did two separates.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Vision, there's a lot we got to focus on with Vision.
There's a lot there.
So probably save that one for last.
All right.
Maybe like we got requests for the Infinity Entity.
Infinity Entity. People, say that one 3 times fast. Maybe Ryan will give you a discount. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there and putting him on the spot.
So I think it's Jim Starlin messing with us.
He's like, can y'all say it? Infinity Entity. Infinity Entity. Infinity Entity.
Add that to your pull sheets.
Yeah, there you go. Put that on there, people. This is classic storytelling.
Yeah, it's if you love the old school like big cosmic stuff, this is right for. I mean, it's dead on. It's right for people.
Absolutely. Even taking it a step further and saying that if you are a fan of the modern voice of comic writing, the quips, the snappiness, might not be your cup of tea.
Yeah,
which is fair. But if you are a Silver Ager, 70s, 80s cosmic Marvel, this is right up your alley.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you're worried about the quips, it's like buying a Ferrari and then complaining about the backseat. Like, I mean, it is what it is, and it is incredible.
Yes.
At that.
That is deep though. Like,
that's the cold medicine.
I mean, man, like that's high up there, man. I gotta give you some props for it. And as much as it pains me to read anything Cosmic Marvel without Ron Lim's artwork, can I just give some love to Alan Davis? Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, we're talking legendary creator here.
And you can't even describe him as a villain. Like, he is, like, the stuff that he has done is incredible. Like, the way his run on Excalibur drew me in as a young reader. Yeah,
dude,
the guy's a master.
Widget. Like, he had me on Widget.
Yeah. And we were talking earlier.
Yeah.
Nail.
Another
Nail. It's just.
Dude, when you rewrite DC history and it all flows and it makes sense and it's gorgeously rendered. Yeah. I can't even. But phenomenal work on this particular book. This is interesting. So I don't know where this fits into the grand scheme of the Infinity market, whether it's Gauntlet, Crusades, any of that.
That's the weird thing about this one though, because there is a timey-wimey aspect.
Yes, there is. So, that's a technical term.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So it could fit almost anywhere at this point.
Right. And that's kind of the interesting part, the fun of it. But again, it always plays to scale. Like, that's amazing. Now, the one thing that I will warn you for is that this book definitely has a feel that you have to know who some of these characters are from the get-go. If you don't, you will absolutely be lost. But there is help there. There are references that tell you about where to see other events or things like that.
Like, there's a classic old school, like, back in my day, comics would have like a little editor note saying, for backstory on this, check
out this
Thor number whatever, and you would hunt that down.
Oh yes. There is a moment that has that.
Yeah. It's just amazing.
That's a big moment. Yeah. That's a huge moment. It's brilliant. I think overall, like, this is a solid start to something that could be one of the classic stories that is up there with Kree Skrull War, Korvac, all of that.
Definitely. It's weekly. The only two things I would say, if you're not familiar, I would research Adam Warlock and another character that you'll get to without spoiling.
Yes, definitely. You talking about the guy at the end?
Yeah.
Definitely need to find out who that guy is, because it plays and it's big. Shout out to the Hulk's feet, though. No spoilers, bro.
No spoilers.
But shout out to the Hulk's feet. Yeah. That's all we're gonna say. Amazing. Okay, so we split the difference. Where'd you go?
I went with X-Files.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm a huge X-Files nerd. Like, it came out early '90s, right when I was really starting to find out the truth about ancient aliens. Yes, I believe. And this one, for like, there's a cycle of books IDW is doing this month. They're all one-shots. And if something in the backstory of these characters was slightly different, what their world might be.
Oh.
This one, if you're not familiar with X-Files mythos, what sent Fox Mulder down the path that he went down was his sister being abducted. For the real fans of X-Files, we know it wasn't 100% abduction.
Spoilers, man. We're spoilers.
No, the truth is out there.
Okay, fair game.
I believe.
Fair game.
So it's instead of Fox, it's Fox that's abducted. So it's basically like the first episode, Scully meets Fox, and it's their kind of like first little adventure in her foray into this world of the X-Files. It was cool. It wasn't as dark as I wanted it to be. It felt more like one of the more comedic episodes of X-Files, the lighter ones.
All right.
Very, very cool. I would love to see an ongoing of this, though.
Wait. So this is like just a
one shot, yeah.
What?
Yeah, but that's the thing is it's kind of like a DC style Elseworlds where you could explore this universe because there's characters that are slightly different in this one.
Oh, that's so cool. That's like Fringe. Did you watch that show?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That with Nimoy and that other.
Yes. See, that's what. Okay, so here, people, vote with your dollars, and hopefully IDW will come back to this. Like that could be cool.
Yeah, and definitely IDW is really interactive in terms of like their Twitter and social media. So definitely, if you enjoy this stuff for any of the titles, hit them up and
let them know. Let them know. That's kind of important. I took on Legend of Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Oh my God, do I love it?
Am I to assume it continues the awesome?
The awesome is in abundance here. With this series, they have done a spectacular job of establishing a modern take on a classic story. Yeah. I mean, generally speaking, everyone knows Wonder Woman's story. If you don't, where are you from?
Yeah, you got to fix that. She's one of the big three in DC.
Come on. But this modern take really fills in like some of the storytelling gaps without being, dogged and you'd be like, oh, woe unto this. It just makes things so nice, plain, beautiful, cohesive. Oh yes, super cohesive. And this issue really takes a step further towards us getting her to where she is going to become Wonder Woman.
Okay.
It's brilliant. Like we've had like lots of backstory up until this point. Now we're getting to some of the classic pieces of her mythos and her backstory that true fans are like, yes, this is happening. Gorgeous art. Oh my God, it is. It is pretty.
Yeah.
It is pretty. I gush.
It's a solid book. It really is.
Yes. I am actively reading it. I've shared it with my 6-year-old daughter. It's wonderful, honestly.
Yeah.
We got some love last time around from Ray Dillon. Yeah. Gave us some love for the love that we were giving it. Yeah. And I have to say, like, this book is worthy, like truly worthy.
Yeah. And if the guys at DC have not talked to your creative team about Wonder Woman Rebirth,
make this the thing.
Yeah.
Please build upon.
Because this is solid, and I think with what DC is trying to do with Rebirth stuff, from what I've heard,
this is it.
This would fit.
This is it. Absolutely top notch, peachy keen. So, the Vision.
Yes. I'm so glad we're going to see the entire 12 issues that Tom King has plotted out, and he is going to be on board and writing it.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. We are at a point right now. What issue is this?
This is only 5.
This is only 5. We're not even halfway through.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we are, issue 5, and things have taken a turn. Like this is one that, in the most subtly dynamic means possible, something has happened. Sincerely, specifically. Yep. God, we don't do spoilers. Ooh.
Yeah. This is a really tough one.
How do we talk about it?
This book is definitely divided into 2 halves.
Yes.
There are 2 overarching narrations for each of them. Mm-hmm. And both of them reflect a tone for those halves.
Yes.
Within that, though, I want to spoil because it is...
Don't spoil.
Yeah.
You can't spoil. Those are our rules. But you make a good point. I have... dared to go ahead and reach out via the Twitterverse to ask Tom if he wouldn't mind answering a particular question.
Yeah, the one about the statement at the end.
Yes. We were talking about a specific reference, a numerous referential point, and Tom has graciously agreed to answer just this one question about what the takeaway from that should really be.
Yeah, because it's someone is not fully painted into a corner,
right? But kinda,
yeah,
kinda,
and they have the option to do a couple different things, and the direction they took threw me. I was not expecting
oh man,
that.
like it's one of the most, again, pivotal moments, but subtle.
Yeah,
so subtle.
And it's not just a subtle thing in the series that maybe gets forgotten, because the series shouldn't be forgotten in 20 years. It's going to be part of contemporary lit classes, I hope, at college levels.
Oh my God, absolutely.
The character fundamentally changes.
Yes, fundamentally. Like, again, such a small move, huge impact. It's like the opposite of the Disney genie, right? Phenomenal cosmic power, itty bitty living space. This right here, teeny tiny moment, huge ripples. I mean, this could be gigantic. Yeah. I can't wait to see where this continues to go. Art-wise, let's give some shout-outs. It is solid art-wise. It's beautifully rendered throughout the entire series here. I absolutely love this book.
Yeah, this is one that there are a handful of books through the decades of reading that I've done that have impacted me emotionally, intellectually, and just like in terms of how much appreciation I have for them. This one is, it's up there. It is impacting me the way that Watchmen did.
Preach, brother.
And I'm not just saying that to say it. I mean, it really,
it has that merit. It has that punch. It has that depth. Like,
because it hits on so many different levels. It isn't just
onion book, people. Onion.
Yeah, and because you can take away from it so many different things.
Yes.
Racism, family, revenge,
justice.
All
of that.
And then that second half.
That
whole thing. So definitely pick it up. It's just
so good.
Amazing.
So good. Yeah. That was a brilliant book. Kind of a hard pick not to make that book of the week, because like it's so solid, so very solid. But we do have some honorable mentions, some very specific ones actually. I want to take a second to shout out Mark Miller and the entire Miller World verse here with Jupiter Circle. Beautiful people.
Yeah, Chris's artwork just evokes this kind of, I don't know, Silver Agey kind of feel, which works perfectly for this part of the story.
I live in the House of Sprouse. Like, that's just what it is. I keep it 100. He's a local guy, which makes it even cooler. What? Yep. Local. Love that. This little piece here is such an awesome, like, okay, I am a Miller fan, student, like, slave. There are times when, like, I can see, like, okay, here's the setup, and then he's going to do the twist. I believe fervently that the twist has arrived. Like, where this ends, something major is about to happen. It's about to go down, and it's about to impact things in a big, bad way. Like, in the way that, like, will define what this arc is, this volume, it's coming.
Because this
is
going to, like, I think that's going to launch us more towards where Jupiter's legacy, how there are still things where, like, I don't quite know.
I don't see how this quite connects, and but it does.
So we're about to take that step.
I definitely want to give some shout out to, in the back of this one there is a preview for Empress, and I believe there was one at the back of Huck number 4 as well. People. We have been fortunate enough to get a quick glimpse of what Empress has to offer. A little bit more than you have. It is worthy.
And I'm going to speak as a retailer for a moment.
Please do.
All right, fellow retailers and also customers, let your shop know that you want this if you want it. It's on the final order cutoff Monday the 14th. Retailers, please check, because there are a bunch of deep discount offers. You can get up to an additional 20% off at certain amounts. I mean, that's, like, do the math, guys.
Right.
And then there are a ton of variant covers by really, really cool artists. And on top of that, there's a limited strip cover returnability.
No joke.
So it's one of those Marvel, Icon, and Miller are putting every possible thing forward to make this book successful for you.
Seriously, like, almost zero risk and huge win. So, jump all over that. From a reader / creative standpoint, I'm going to tell you right now, Mark has been phenomenal at getting his IPs optioned, and it looks like this one's no different. He's already got imagery out or secret imagery of the lead actress, as well as the lead main character, or male character, I should say, already on Twitter, like blowing up. People are guessing. We're not going to know until the 6th of April exactly who it is, which I think is brilliant.
Yeah.
Fox. Fox has kind of been the home of where Miller World products have gone. Fox, this is your chance to get back a Star Wars-esque property.
Yeah.
Like, I'm calling it, having read the first 2, that's what this is. This is your chance to say, okay, House of Mouse, you got Star Wars proper, okay, cool, that's fine. Check out this brand new.
Yeah.
Check this out. I mean, this is like, oh my God. Like, I feel like this is kind of what the Wachowskis were going for with Jupiter Ascending.
Yeah.
And it didn't quite hit. I feel like this did it.
Yeah.
Like,
it's the art, Stuart Immonen's art is wonderful, but the story is really what drives it.
Oh my God.
You're in this position of power and you're just like, you know what, I gotta...
Yeah, like, whoa. And then also like the ancient setup of it all.
Yeah.
Like that's part of your alien history, conspiracy theory stuff
like
right there.
So it fits in, and it's just this wonderful, it takes place a long, long time ago on this planet, a society that had like super high tech levels.
Right.
But it's like this mixture of that primal world that existed during that time period, the high tech level. So you have all these different
Oh my God.
things, and it just works. Works perfectly.
I'm just gonna flat say it. I need a toy line, I need a Saturday morning cartoon, and a serial spinoff ASAP. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. I need it. I need it. Also on my honorable mention list, I've got Thor. When gods cry, that's okay. Seriously, there are things that happen in this that move me on levels. There's emotions here, people. Okay, I can't spoil nothing, but let me just say, Jason Aaron, me and you are gonna fight, okay? No man should make another grown man feel like you've made me feel. I'm just gonna put it like that.
And that was the last letter I sent to Christian Bale. My other honorable mention is Dark and Bloody, #2. It continues to be really, really good. It's Vertigo at its finest right now. I reviewed #1. And it just continues.
Nice.
This one's a little bit more of a slow burn, where it kind of delves more into the past and the war efforts of the main character, and kind of starts splashing in little by little this thing that's haunting him. And I am somebody that is huge into like cryptozoology and that kind of stuff, and I'm stumped as to what this creature is. So Sean Aldridge?
Yes.
You win. I don't know what this thing is, so it's very cool. And that there's a choice at the end that the main character has to do to figure out, in terms of what he's gonna do to protect things that he loves. And I don't know that I could have done it.
Wow.
Like it's just an amazing book. It's only up to issue 2, so.
You're calling it amazing 2 issues in? That's solid. That's solid.
Yeah.
All right. That's Sean. Good job, buddy.
Yeah.
Good job. Last but not least on my list, Reactive SpiderGwen. Oh my God, this is the conclusion of this particular story arc, and God, is it beautiful. Jason Latour on writing. Rodriguez is back on art, which is fantastic. Not that I didn't like the previous artist on the last issue, but it's great to come home and bring it back in. This, I swear, hard to say any Spider-Man title is on par with this book. I mean, you're gonna have to go classic Peter Parker Spidey stuff in order to even match what this book has been. The world building is so rich. Latour, again, slap yourself, because it's not fair to be that much talent in one individual.
And it's so welcoming. Like, you don't even realize that you've imported yourself into this world.
You're just there.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. I'm here. These are the parts. These are the facts.
Yeah.
I'm with it. The interactions here, I mean, the representations of the characters that we've seen so far, from Green Goblin to Captain America to Frank Castle, I mean, across the board, have been utterly brilliant. And this is just such a nice, well-rounded bow on the end of a 6-issue series. Please let this continue. Let this not be the end, because if this is the end, I'll fight anybody at Marvel I have to. Like, it's just, I mean, we'll take it to streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? I'm from Ohio. We got Heartland. You know what I'm saying? It'll happen.
Heartland.
Don't make me. Wow, this was a good week.
Yeah.
Solid good week.
And that's the stuff we didn't cut.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, there were things that we were looking at. I was like, ooh, yes, we should. But But I mean, we read like a lot of books.
We did.
Like,
we really.
a lot
It's
of
kind of
books.
absurd.
I mean, but listen, when books are good, we're good to them,
Yeah.
and they're good to us and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what happens.
True.